Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Entertainment Brick Show. Today, we are continuing on with the If LEGO Were to Make a Theme, How Would It Look series, whatever you want to call that, really. And for this video here, we're going to be doing an Adventure Time theme. This is a LEGO theme that I have been wanting for a long time. I don't think it's ever going to happen, unfortunately, which is really sad because I think this could have been an amazing LEGO theme. But they have made sets for this theme previously. They made LEGO Dimensions packs for it, which I absolutely love. And then they also made a LEGO Ideas set where they're like buildable characters. Not the best choice, I think, but it was, still cool to have, I guess. But that theme being Adventure Time. LEGO Adventure Time. I feel like this would have been an amazing theme idea. There's so many kinds of sets, like different types of sets you could do with this. Tons of different locations, tons of different minifigures, cool new molds for a lot of the characters, specifically like the candy people in particular. I feel like could have had a lot of really cool molds. And it probably would have been an expensive theme to make because there is so many brand new molds that they would have to use. But, just hike the price up on some of the sets, I guess. I mean, they do that with Star Wars. Star Wars is an insanely expensive theme, but, I don't know. I just feel like they can do it. They can do it. It would just be kind of like a little bit expensive, but I think it'll be worth it because again, there are tons of cool set opportunities. Obviously, there are notable locations from the series, things such as Finn and Jake's treehouse. I was thinking that if they were to make a Finn and Jake's treehouse set, it could be like $100. Have it come with like Finn, Jake, BMO, maybe Fern, maybe maybe a villain character as well. I put down here on the list the Hitman or the Scorcher character. And then I was thinking for like the actual treehouse build itself, it would be like obviously the full treehouse, but it wouldn't be able to close up. I just feel like that'd be way too big, where it would have to be like double the price. Instead, it would be kind of like dollhouse style. I kind of put it down here as, where it would be like you have like the exterior, like the front exterior, where you see like the actual like leaves from the trees and the entrance door and stuff, and then when you turn it around, there's no back wall. It's just all open, and you get to use like the rooms in there. That's what I was thinking for that, just to kind of make it like a not as insanely expensive set to actually get, and then maybe like a couple years down the line they can remake it and have it be like a full-blown D2C set that is fully closable, has much bigger stuff like that. So that's what I was thinking there. But like for just a regular set to kind of have in like a first wave, have it just be like $100. Have it just be, the dollhouse style where you have mostly it's, building out the front, and then you have the rooms on the inside as well. So that's what I was thinking for the treehouse. Another notable location that I was thinking of is the Ice Kingdom. And I was thinking this would probably be a little bit more expensive because it just seems bigger than the actual treehouse. So I was thinking like $120 maybe. And I figured this would also be another dollhouse style build where it's basically like it starts at the bottom and leads its way up to like the top, obviously, in a tower or like a triangle, shape, I guess. And on the back, obviously, you flip it around and it would be all open. You could play with all the rooms. There's bottom floor, middle floor, top floor. Maybe there's even like the pathway leading up to the top floor that you like typically would go in to get into the actual Ice Kingdom. They have like a long pathway that leads up to it. I was thinking that as well, but I just think a lot of these builds being completely closed in might cause these sets to be like overly expensive, and I don't really want to see that. I feel like having them be at like a solid $100, $150 range for a lot of the main cool locations from the show, notable locations, I think could work really well. So that's why I was thinking it would be kind of like, I don't want to say it's on the cheaper side because obviously they are bigger buildings with higher prices. But, they're not expensive. You're not spending $400 to get Finn and Jake's treehouse. You're not spending $400 to get the Ice Kingdom. Stuff like that. So that's what I'm thinking there. But I think that could be really cool. It could come with, like, Ice King, maybe some new Gunter molds or pieces. And then, obviously, like, the full-blown Ice Kingdom main castle area as well included in there. And then for a D2C set, I'm just thinking, like, a first wave here. Like, a D2C set would obviously be the Candy Kingdom, right? It has to be the Candy Kingdom. I was saying this out of all the places would be like the $300, $400 D2C set with just tons of candy people, with new molds. Cinnamon Bun with a new mold, Peppermint Butler with a new mold. Also characters like Mr. Cupcake, Starchy, Banana Guards, all having new molds. Also Princess Bubblegum with like a hair mold or something like that. And then I was thinking like maybe include Ice King in here as like a little villain for the set. And then obviously there would be a ton of, references to all the events that exist on the Candy King. Like I'm thinking like with all the more recent D2C sets, well, and not even D2C sets, just sets in general, that are a little bit higher priced and a little bit more focused on one particular franchise, such as I'm thinking off the top of my head like Seinfeld, right? Seinfeld, Friends, like those kinds of sitcom shows. There's also what was the other thing? There was like the Sanctum Sanctorum was another good example where there's a lot of references packed into those sets to different movies, to different episodes of whatever show it is, to different scenes and stuff. So I feel like they could do that with this Candy Kingdom and have like different references. Maybe there's like a picture of I don't know, Lady Randicorn hanging on somebody's wall, and then there's a I don't even know I don't know I can't think of it. Maybe there's a spot for the Lich. That would be kind of cool. On the very top, you can like open it up and you can like put the Lich minifigure in there. That'd be kind of cool actually. Anyways, point is there'll be a ton of references to all the other episodes of the show in the Candy Kingdom build itself. There would obviously be tons of different rooms and such that the figures can kind of populate. And I think it could be a really cool like set. Maybe there's even like the outer wall as well. And I was also thinking this might not be a full Candy Kingdom solely because that would be insanely massive, very expensive. I was thinking it would also be Dollhouse style, where it's just kind of like open in the back, but in the front is like all the exterior stuff. So that's what I'm thinking there. I think that could be a really cool D2C set and a pretty obvious one as well that I think they would go with. But yeah, that's what I was thinking for that. And then I was also thinking to kind of add some uniqueness to this theme instead of just having total baseline Lego sets with minifigures all the time. Similar to Harry Potter, but cooler because it's Adventure Time. Gonna get some hate for that in the comments, but that's okay. It would be like buildable object sets. Again, similar to Harry Potter, maybe a yearly buildable $100 Finn sword. That's what I was kind of thinking every year. So like the first year, it would be the Scarlet Sword, and it could be like built out of Lego. Maybe it's like $100, like I said on the list here. It'd be like $100, thousand-ish pieces, and you could build out the Scarlet Finn sword from the first couple seasons. And then you can like hang it somewhere, kind of like how the Batwing was able to be hung. The 1989 Batwing D2C was able to be like hung on a wall. That's what I'm thinking here, but with the Finn sword. Then the next year it would be like the Demon Blood sword, same thing, $100, 1,000 pieces, build it up, hang it on your wall. I think that could be like a really cool idea. But that was just something I was thinking of when I was kind of coming up with a list here. I was also thinking a really cool set would be like a D2C buildable BMO that can open up and reveal different scenes from the series or something. Maybe he has like different facial expressions that you can have. Like there are so many really cool set ideas with this theme, and there's so much they can do. Obviously, I'm just taking this as an example. Harry Potter recently, at least for me, I have been kind of backing off of because there's a lot of remakes, and I feel like sure, Adventure Time eventually will have so many sets to the point where they're gonna have to start making a lot of remakes, but like there are also tons of different options. Again, similar to Harry Potter when it comes to some of like the weirder kind of unusual sets when it comes to some of the buildable stuff. I mean, like for instance, with Harry Potter, we got that Hogwarts Icons D2C, and then similarly in this Adventure Time theme, we could get like a BMO D2C, a buildable BMO. I don't know. I just think there's a lot of cool things like that I think could really work for this kind of theme. And there's a lot of options for stuff if they're running out of set ideas. It's going to be very hard to run out of set ideas. There's a ton of options, and there's a ton of different places, ton of different minifigures to include. And this is my last point here. Definitely a minifigure. Oh, actually, that's another good point here that I have on my notes. A minifigure series. I think a minifigure series could benefit this theme so well, including figures that wouldn't fit in the mainstream sets, like different wizard side characters or other princesses. This is what I was thinking as well. So obviously, you have your Candy Kingdom, your Ice Kingdom, you have Finn and Jake's treehouse, you have Tree Trunks' house, you have Marceline's house, but then there are characters like, I don't know, Ghost Princess, for example, some kind of like more side characters that I feel like wouldn't really fit in any particular set that I can come up with in my mind right now. So why not have a minifigure series for this theme, and have it come out so that there's like 12 minifigure series, all princesses that are more like side character princesses and don't really appear in many episodes, but would still be cool to get as minifigures. Another thing I said on here with wizard characters, like wizard side characters, you could have like Force Wizard, Laser Wizard, Bufo, like all those characters would be really cool to have in a minifigure series. And it would also be, the minifigures are now like $5 a piece, and with all these new molds and stuff that you would need, I feel like that price, would be justified because of how many new molds they would have to do for a lot of the characters, because a lot of the characters are very, weird looking. So I think that could be really cool. But yeah, that's my thoughts on an Adventure Time, Lego theme. I think this could be incredible if this ever happens. It probably will never happen, unfortunately. But I'm still out here dreaming about a nice Adventure Time Lego theme. I think it'd be really cool. So there you have it. If you enjoyed that video, do the common YouTube stuff, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys later.